Hey guys, how's it going? It's Mo with moswebtips.com, and in this session what I'd like to do is show you how I like to set up Google Analytics. Whenever I set up a WordPress website, one of the very first things I like to do is set up my Google Analytics. I like to start recording any data I can get as early and as quickly as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I like to do it. So the website I'm going to be doing this for is whatismo.com, which is a domain name that I had registered. I haven't really done anything with the site yet, but I plan to, so I'm going to set up Google Analytics on it right now. So the very first thing that I recommend is you go on over to Google or Gmail and you sign up a brand new Gmail email for that website. I like to always try to grab the same name as the domain name. So what I did is I grabbed whatismo@gmail.com. You may not use this email for anything other than just holding your analytics, but it's good to have it in the future, or if you want to use some of the other services. If you ever want to sell the website, you can sell the whole thing with the analytics and the email all in one package. It's free to set this up, so you might as well do it. So head on over to Google, sign up, hit create an email account. I already created mine, so you go ahead and sign in. Make sure that you've signed into your email account once you've created it. Okay? Now the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go over to Google Analytics. So that's google.com/analytics. Now make sure that you're already signed in to your new email that you just created, and then over here you're going to click create an account. Now because it's all Google, it should be relatively automatic. So it's going to tell you here's your steps. Sign up for Google Analytics, add tracking code, learn about your audience. So then we're going to click on sign up, and you're going to see that green success. Alright, so we're going to give the account a name, so we're going to call it whatismo, or whatever you want to count it, and our URL is going to be HTTP, so make sure it's the same, but if it's just a regular URL, you're going to use this, and then we're going to basically just type in the URL of the website that we are going to set up Google Analytics. Whatismo.com. Okay? And then you go down and there's going to be some terms of service and you read through this. I've read through it before. I've set this up about 20-30 times already. And then you go ahead and you create your account. And then you're going to get this. So you basically what you just did is you created your Google Analytics. So then what you need next is you need your tracking ID. This right here, your tracking ID, UA31. Okay, so you're going to want to memorize that, write that down, or keep this open. Okay, so you basically, that was pretty easy. You set up your account. Now what we have to do is install it into our WordPress site. Alright, so you want to go over to your WordPress site and you want to go to plugins. Click on plugins, and then where it says plugins add new, we're going to go ahead and click on that. Now for Google Analytics, I like to use a plugin. You can do it without, and there are a lot of plugins that you can use, but I like to use one in particular, and it is called Google Analytics for WordPress. So what you do is type that exactly in here where it says search. It's Google Analytics for WordPress. Hit search plugins. Alright, and it'll show up right at the front because you basically typed in the exact name of the plugin. Now there are other plugins, but I've played around with them. This currently is my favorite, but you can use other ones, but this one works good for me. And just click install now. Are you sure you want to install this plugin? Yes. And then we activate the plugin. Okay, then what we want to do is we want to go to the settings. So we will go to the left bar on our WordPress and we will search down to where it says settings, and then it says Google Analytics. We will click on that, and it'll say Google Analytics for WordPress configuration. Click here to authenticate with Google. What we are going to do is manually enter our UA code. This doesn't always work for me. Sometimes you have problems. I recommend, just to know you did it right, just go ahead and do the manual. So check this box where it says manually enter your UA code. Alright, there's going to be a box there that says manually enter your UA code. So now what we do is we go back to where we set up our Google Analytics and we look for that tracking ID. This will be in your account that you just set up, and we just copy and paste that. Boom. And we head back over to WordPress. So I open up different tabs for different things, that way I can go back and forth. And then we basically copy and paste that into here, and then we will update this blue button right here, update Google Analytics settings, update, and Google Analytics setting updated. Excellent. And that's it. So now what we can do is we can go back to our Google Analytics, and we can go to well, we got our tracking code here, and then we look down here where it says tracking status, tracking not installed. Now sometimes this can take a little while, so you can refresh, and let's see, it says right there, tracking status installed. So when you see that sign right there, what that lets you know is that your new Google Analytics account is now communicating with your website. And if you get traffic, you can now start looking at your reports. So that's how I like to do it.